De Jong to Manchester United boost plus Martinez in there for you. Then we are talking Ronaldo in there for you, looking like he's desperate to leave Manchester United. And the more the fans of United are really going to get to know this news, that he's even offering himself to teams that are really snapping him, it's really going to annoy them. If at all Ronaldo fails to get himself a move out of Manchester United, I don't know how the fans are really going to look at him at Old Trafford in that opening game against a side which goes by names of Brighton in there for you. Welcome to this channel, which goes by names of United Matters channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I go by the names of Rokan David, and this is what I do on a daily to bring you the latest news and information as far as this is concerned in there for you. We are monetized, guys, so you can really support us by buying super chats in there for you and so on and so forth in there for you. So guys, we are monetized finally, and super chats are welcome to support the channel in there for you. So even in the premieres, this video is going to premiere, but you can as well go in and really buy some super chats in there for you. So without waste of time, let's really get into this, because we have close to 3 big stories: Ronaldo, Lisandro Martinez, and De Jong. All these are critical stories that most of you have been wanting to listen to onto this channel, and I'm doing the needful to go in and really go ahead and help you out on these signings in there for you. So let's get into this story of Lisandro Martinez. Very many people are really asking me about Lisandro Martinez in there for you, but Fabrizio Romano is going ahead to tell us that Manchester United are now feeling confident on Lisandro Martinez deal. Ajax are open to discuss on the fee. New contacts expected very soon after being rejected last weekend in there for you. So this is a very good boost into this deal. The moment Ajax really saw that United is really wanting to let in this player and to get in a player who goes by names of Lisandro Martinez, Ajax went ahead to talk to the player that we want to keep you in here for. The player told them, I want to go to the Premier League. I want to go to the Premier League. And now, one of the things that really made me sure that Lisandro Martinez is really going to come into Manchester United were on the weekend when Ajax was playing CSK Moscow. They beat it by 3-0. All of the internationals that we returned in the middle of the week played. Blind, Julian Timber, Clarkson, which other player played? Close to 4 or 5 players that are internationals really played well. The Alvarez of this world played into that game of Ajax versus CSK Moscow. But Lisandro Martinez, who had also returned, was not even on the squad, never made it to the bench, and was not in the squad that really was into that game. So Ajax now know that the player doesn't want to play any ball for them again. He wants to go to Manchester United. That's why they've reached this level of really agreeing to discuss with Manchester United on the day of Lisandro Martinez in there for you. And if at all you watch the game of Liverpool today, you just get to know that we need Lisandro Martinez into this team of Manchester United, because Erik ten Hag wants to play with a left-footed centre-back onto the left side of the central defense, and most of the times we'll see him playing with either Harry Maguire or Rafael Varane or Victor Lindelof there for you. So this deal is really close, and you can as well touch it. And there is one of the stories that is coming in from the Ajax lad that you guys are really going to get to know that this story is so much close to happening in there for you. Now, the European lad, this guy is really so much close to Ajax in there for you. He gives us news from Ajax, and he really translates those stories and breakout stories that Mark Verwage, one of the very closest journalist of Ajax, that he really puts up. This guy really translates them, but the European lad has told us that this time round, Lisandro Martinez will become the 3rd most expensive outgoing transfer in the history of the club, after Frenkie de Jong at 86 million euros, Matthias de Ligt at 85 million euros, should the club decide to sell. Of course, in therefore, it shows you that Lisandro Martinez is really one of those players that Ajax are really looking at to get in a lot of money, and they're asking close to 60 million euros. So United really met the 50 million euro ask in there for you, and Ajax said, no, it looks like you guys really want this player. Now what you're going to do is simple. Get us 60 million euros, close to 52 million pounds. So that's what United are really going to go on and discuss with a team which goes by names of Ajax in there for you, because United believes that this player can't exceed 50 million euros. In my sense, it's 100% sure that this is the realistic evaluation of this player. This player cannot exceed 40 million pounds, 50 million euros. He can't. So I really believe that we came in late. That's the problem as to why United really saw itself into this level, because Julian Timber was seen as a more expensive player than Lisandro Martinez, but even the requesting price of Ajax for Julian Timber was 40 million euros. Imagine 40 million euros, meaning that it was like 32, 33 million pounds by then. So how come that a player that was cheaper than Lisandro Martinez is going for that amount of money? You might be out there asking yourself that question, but the answer is simple. This player has been at Ajax, and United have been watching in, and Ajax has sold out almost each and every player of theirs. Now, they look like, if I told you want Lisandro Martinez, you should go in and really get us the money we want. That's why United is paying a lot of money, because they've sold the Mazurui, they've sold Onana, they've sold Gravenberch, they've sold David Neres, they've sold Sebastian Haller. Close to 6-7 players are out of Ajax. There is one that really even left for Atletico Madrid, whose name I cannot really grasp very well or remember, but United were there looking. So the reason as to why United is being sold this player, this expensive, is because United went in late for this deal. They are wanting Julian Timber. Julian Timber was threatened by Louis van Gaal, the national team coach of Holland, that plays. If you go to Manchester United and don't play game in, game out, don't expect me to come in there and take you to Qatar. So he said, all right, I want to play in the World Cup at the age of 22 in there for you. I think he's 21. Yeah, 21. So let me stay in there for you. And he's a coward. So people with such mentality shouldn't come at Manchester United. It showed me that really has a cat heart. He has a cat heart. He does not have a lion heart. So we need players who are really big-hearted and strong-heartedly in there for you. Now, at the look of things in the game of Liverpool, you just get to know that we really need a central defender. Eric Bailly played very well, but I don't believe that he's in the plans of the manager. The coming in of Lisandro Martinez confirms the sale of Eric Bailly. Tuanzebe is now on playing back to Manchester United. I think they've gotten him a deal, so United never wanted to risk him to get an injury. That is Tuanzebe in there for you. So United is bringing Lisandro Martinez and Phil Jones. Tuanzebe and Eric Bailly are really leaving United in here onto United Matters channel as really news comes in for us as here or as reported. Then this is the most interesting story that confirms the boost of Lisandro Martinez to Manchester United. In here for you, we are having Gajen Hamalsta and Bart Sanders, confirming to us that Ajax are interested in signing a left-footed centre-back, Mykola Matvienko, in there for you. He's 26 years of age. He plays for Shakhtar Donetsk as a possible replacement for Lisandro Martinez. Yesterday, Klaas-Jan Huntelaar already had a meeting with his agent. So this is a confirmation that Ajax already wants to get a replacement for Lisandro Martinez. And for any wise club, what they do is simple. Before they go ahead to get in a player, before they go ahead to offload a player they are going to sell to another club, they bring in the replacement of that player. That's what Ajax is doing. Because if at all you really sell in Lisandro Martinez first, before you get in his replacement, you are going to be held to ransom, like they're doing to Manchester United. So what they are doing is getting Mykola. After getting Mykola, sell off Lisandro Martinez. And I really believe that tomorrow or on Thursday, this deal is going to be announced by Ajax. Because Ajax are really good at really scouting these players. And trust me, every player who is playing at Ajax is sellable, provided you meet the requesting price of Ajax that they put on that head of the player. That's it. Every player in Ajax has a price tag. Meet it, they get you that player. Reason being, Ajax really has lots of good scouts all over the world. They have lots of good scouts all over the world, and you will get to know that when you see how they really scout and bring in players. The replacement they've made for their players is really good. The football administration at Ajax is out of this world. They have proven to be one of the biggest academies or biggest nurseries of the biggest teams in Europe. When you look at the teams in Europe, at least they all have played with team. They have all bought a player that is coming in from Ajax. They have. Ajax is really a very good nursery for all these other teams in there for you. So They've got it. They've gone in all for Mykola Matvienko in there for 26 years of age. He's playing for Shakhtar Donetsk, and they believe that he's a replacement for Lisandro Martinez, and it has been reported by the European lad, very close source from a side which goes by names of Ajax, and I 100% believe this deal is really going to come in and happen in there for you. So Lisandro Martinez from Manchester United is 100% happening in there for you. So United is really getting him at astronomical price. It's really astronomical. It's out of the world. He was supposed to go for the real price of Lisandro Martinez is 30 million pounds. Between 25 million pounds and 30 million pounds. But because United really delayed, they are going to cough close to 50 million pounds for this player who goes by names of Lisandro Martinez. But Ajax are laughing in their boardroom. They're saying, let's hold you for ransom. We are waiting around the corner. You're also coming in for Anthony, and we're going to hold you to ransom because they have over the right to do it. But I think for the deal of Anthony, if you're bringing in Anthony, I think it's better for United to put in Amad Diallo into the discussion. It will be better in there for you. So what a boost for Manchester United for a player who goes by names of Lisandro Martinez in there for you. It's said Ajax are ready to discuss with Manchester United a deal, and Ajax have gone ahead to go to Shakhtar Donetsk, and they're really looking into signing a player in the names of Mykola Martinez in there for you. And Clancy Handler has already met the agent of this player, and I know a deal is going to be announced tomorrow by Ajax because United is really going hard for this. So that is Lisandro Martinez in there for you, and we're having Oreo Demench in there for you. He has gone and told us that I think in the end Frenkie de Jong will sign for Manchester United. Another boost in there for you for a man who goes by the names of Frenkie de Jong in there for you. To bring you up to speed, the agents of Manchester United are really working a lot. Not the agents. It's the team of United is really working hard to get this player to Manchester United. I remember yesterday doing a video showing you the CEO of Manchester United, Richard Arnold and George Motaf in Barcelona, and they said they're not leaving Barcelona until that deal is done. And they're really approximating that this deal by Friday is going to get done totally. Done and dusted. And by Friday, if it doesn't get dusted, I think they're going to look elsewhere in there for you. But it said that United will sign Frenkie de Jong by Oreo Demench in there for you. He continued to say that on clubs negotiating, even if de Jong wasn't interested, to make it clear to the player that there is a club that is eager to sign him and another that is eager to sell him. So all these, I really believe that there are some stories that are really coming in on Frenkie de Jong that I don't even believe. There is no way the deal could reach this far and the player doesn't know really about it. Now, yesterday there was a story that really came out indicating that Frenkie de Jong was so much annoyed of how Barcelona is trying to sell him to Manchester United, yet they've not yet cleared him the amount of money he's demanding them. Barcelona owes Frenkie de Jong 17 million euros. The amount of money that Frenkie de Jong told them that, please, during COVID, let's take a pay cut, but you refund me my money. So de Jong is telling them, why aren't you not wanting to pay me? And that you are selling me. De Jong knows that he's going to Manchester United. And who really came to United and whispered this to them? It's Erik ten Hag. How did Erik ten Hag get to know about this? It's because de Jong told him. De Jong told him about this deal. That's why Gerard Romero on the 11th of May, this year, he came out and broke the news that De Jong to Manchester United is 95% done. He knew it. So there are stories I don't really believe in there for you that people are saying. Fabrizio Romano had to say about this deal that the problem is that there is still no green light from De Jong for Manchester United. This is the key step. Frenkie de Jong has never been entirely convinced about the move to Old Trafford, with Erik ten Hag doing his best to change his mind. Obviously, trust me, Erik ten Hag wouldn't have told the team of United that really does its business that before you sanction or go ahead to do any deal, first get me De Jong. If he was not 100% sure that he had convinced Frenkie de Jong on a move to Manchester United, they would have gone in for other options. But what shows you that this deal has been agreed even between a player and Manchester United is United is really giving this deal a lot of time. There is no way United would go in for a negotiation worth 2 months for a deal that they don't know is going to materialize. This deal will materialize at a time X. I know. So even if Fabrizio Romano is really a first tier one transfer expert, for this, I really say no. I really believe an agreement has already been reached between Manchester United and De Jong, but Barcelona is playing hardball. Reason being, they want to first get in the expensive players they really believe that they are really going to get, and then sell off De Jong. Today they are done with Rafinha. 58 million euros have been paid up front. Rafinha is going to undergo his medical tomorrow in Barcelona, and the next thing is getting Lewandowski. A bid of 50 million euros has been paid out. That's why a rumor is saying that the De Jong deal is ending this week or is happening this week. Why is it like that? Simple. Barcelona doesn't want to put itself into being sold players expensively. You get? They're supposed to get Rafinha at 35 million euros. But it was a coincidence that even Arsenal came in through and Chelsea, a bidding war started, and it resulted into the hiking of the price of the player. That's why Barcelona have coughed close to 58 million euros upfront fee, then some other add-ons of close to 17 million euros, because the deal is worth 72 million euros in there for you. So Fabrizio went ahead to say on YouTube that it's the third time in 3 to 4 weeks that Man United board had this kind of secret mission to negotiate for De Jong in Barcelona. Or even if it's the 4th or 5th time, I really go ahead and repeat myself. There is no way Richard Arnold, Erik ten Hag, and Joe Mota could spend all this time negotiating this deal. And as we went on to know about this deal, the deal had very many hints, very many restrictions, very many blocks. It was by this week that we got to know that one of the reasons as why this deal was really lagging, it's because Frenkie de Jong demanded Barcelona 70 million euros. We never knew that. Who knew that? 2 months back, who knew that? No one knew that. But it was one of the hinges into the deal. But now we know it, and I think they are really trying to solve it in there for you. But Frenkie de Jong knows that Barcelona want to sell him. How did he get to know about it? Even before the end of the season, he told Erik ten Hag, and Ten Hag told Manchester United. United never had De Jong on its list. Let no one lie to you. United never had De Jong on its list. They had Ruben Neves, they had Declan Rice, they had Chomini. Is it Tielemans even there? And Yefis Bissouma. They had 5 midfielders that we're looking at. De Jong was not part of the list. How does De Jong come into the equation? It's because of Erik ten Hag. He was fed into by the player. If they want to sell me or even Manchester United, I'm okay with the move. From the word go, De Jong has been okay, but Barcelona has been playing hardball because it's looking on how not to pay the 17 million euros. And they thought that we need to get in a club to sell them this player expensively, and the money they're going to get us, that's where we're going to get the 17 million euros to pay De Jong. So De Jong says, I want my money. Get me my money. So I think that's what is lagging this little behind. But the time Richard Arnold and Joe Mota are really going to spend in Barcelona is really going to put this deal to accomplishment. I'm 100% sure this deal will happen in there for you. Now, Fabrizio went ahead to tell us that a total package of 85 million euro fee agreed, 65 million euros fixed fee agreed, negotiations ongoing on the 20 million euros add-ons, and agreement is ready. What is really taking long for these 20 million add-ons is because of the 17 million euros that Barcelona owes Frenkie de Jong. Now, I think there is a negotiation that, all right, you don't have the money to pay me, right? I'm ready to go to Manchester United, but I want my money. So why don't Manchester United get me the add-ons? So I think there are negotiations on those add-ons because there are too many, 20 million euros, but De Jong is owing 17 million euros. And how is he going to really to earn or benefit from this move when he loves Barcelona and Barcelona is not willing to pay him? Laporte doesn't want to pay this guy. They just want to sell him off, and they really thought that selling him off to Manchester United, because De Jong loves Barcelona a lot, he will really feel for them and say, all right, it's okay, let me go for free. Let me go, don't get me that money. De Jong and his agent are saying, get me the money. I'm going to get you another reason as to why De Jong is coming to Manchester United. And it's another post in there for you. Fabrizio confirmed to us that Frenkie de Jong deal never collapsed. Clubs are still in negotiations. Now, where is this sport guy who came out and said that United has bad luck and De Jong really sees it as a team that has bad luck, and if at all he really goes there, it will be like he will be dropping in levels? Mr. Sport, where are you? I want to see how Sport is really reacting to all this, because he was so much active when Toddy Boyle and his team went to Barcelona, and he said that De Jong doesn't want to go to Chelsea. He prefers Manchester United to Chelsea. The next day, he comes out and tells us that De Jong, whom he told us that he prefers to join Manchester United than Chelsea, he has changed his mind. He doesn't want to go to Manchester United because United has bad luck. He doesn't see winning trophies with Manchester United in there. I ask myself, what type of journalist is this? Baseless facts, baseless opinions. And now he's quiet and he's coiling his tail in his ass. That's it. That's where he's coiling his tail in. Relax and float, Mr. Sport at Sport. Relax and float. Is it Dioris in there for you? Please, don't ever poke your nose in things that are really beyond your thinking and understanding. They have told us that this deal has never collapsed, and you guys told us. If this deal had collapsed, why would Richard Arnold and Joe Mataf, the football director of United, fly to Barcelona? There is no player we are selling to Barcelona. There is no player that Barcelona is wanting from Manchester United, apart from Frenkie de Jong. We want Frenkie de Jong at Manchester United. So Fabrizio really confirmed to us that that was the real story in there for you. Now, this is another boost I was telling you about for this deal of De Jong to Manchester United, why it's going to happen. Reason given to us by Fabrizio Romano. Salary reduction is needed for Frenkie de Jong to stay. Barca are pushing for this, but at the moment, Frenkie has no intention to reduce his salary as of now. Obviously, he can't reduce his salary because when he reduced it, he has not yet paid back. The payback Barcelona is getting rid of him from the club and not wanting to pay him. That means the trust has been broken in between Barcelona and a side which goes by the names of Frenkie de Jong. And Frenkie de Jong's agent knows that this deal has to happen. And Frenkie de Jong is not seen as the focal point, as the face of the project of Barcelona. That's why his agent is really telling him, please, let's go to Manchester United. And I know he wants to come to Manchester United. This is where he's going to be seen as a Frenkie de Jong that is so much influential in world football. At Barcelona, they are now fronting Pedri, Ansu Fati, and Gavi. You get? Then they've brought in Lewandowski. You get? And they're also trying to really get him ahead of Frenkie de Jong. If I'm Frenkie de Jong, why should I be at a team that I've supported since I was 4 that can't really get me to the levels where I want? I'm a good player. I'm better than Pedri, but they are going to play Pedri ahead of you, Mr. Frenkie de Jong. This is something that not yet hit media, but it's going to hit media soon. It's going to hit media. I tell you, Frenkie de Jong doesn't have a starting spot into that Barcelona lineup. The ideal midfield three of Xavi is Busquets playing in a single pivot, Bernardo Silva, and Pedri. That is the ideal midfield three of Xavi. That means Frenkie de Jong is not really assured of starting for Barcelona. That's it. So that's another boost that he doesn't want to reduce his salary, and Barcelona telling him that if you're supposed to start Barcelona and you want to stay here, you're supposed to take a pay cut. So we wait and see how things are really happening in there for you. Now, Catalonia Radio told us that agreement backer Manchester United for De Jong is at 80 million euros. So that agreement has been known for like 2 weeks in there for you. So Catalonia Radio has come out and really confirmed to us about Frenkie de Jong in there for you. So that's Frenkie de Jong in there for you. So we wait and see what's going to develop in the morning, because lots of things are really going to develop tomorrow. Expect Lisandro Martinez in the mix after that game of Liverpool. Lots of things are really going to happen in here for you to come in and see to it that we present them to you in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner and smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video to this channel in there for you. Duncan Castles, who works for the Times in there for you, a man who broke the story that Ronaldo wants a move away from Manchester United, and the likes of Austin and Fabrizio confirmed it. He has gone out to tell us that Richard Arnold is working to persuade Cristiano Ronaldo to withdraw his request to leave the club and is making headway. Arnold is understood to have impressed Ronaldo's camp by the manner in which he has handled his wish to live in there for you. All right. Richard Arnold, as a CEO of Manchester United who is working for the Glazers, he knows how much Ronaldo really brings into Manchester United. That's why I don't really believe in people that United want to offload Ronaldo because of the money that they really pay him. That is an expensive player. But do you know how much he brings in for United? He brings lots of money. So those are peanuts. According to how much Ronaldo makes for United, those are peanuts that they pay him. They are peanuts. He makes them lots and lots of money. You get? And when you see United negotiating those deals, like the DXC that is now going to be on the sleeve, the advert's going to be on the sleeve of the shirt, it shows you that they're negotiating those deals and they're really giving them a lot of money, because they know Ronaldo is going to don into that shirt, and when he dons it, his photos will be all over the world, and DXC, the technology company, will be all over. So 100% believe that United are really trying to persuade Ronaldo to stay, but I'm really two-sided. Ronaldo is leaving. He wants to play Champions League football, and there is no way he could let out such a story when he doesn't have a team to go. Though today, I've read the story of PSG that I'm really going to end up with. I was so much shocked. Is it backfiring? There might be a backfire into this deal of Ronaldo trying to leave Manchester United, and I don't know how the fans are really going to perceive it, but Ronaldo's urgency of leaving United really couldn't be something great for to him when he returns at Manchester United. Then, Erik ten Hag is waiting to have another talk with Cristiano Ronaldo to try to change his mind. He wants to have him in his team at all costs for next year. He believes that Ronaldo can be perfect for his tactical approach. All right. Then why is United being linked to strikers all over the world? If Ronaldo says he wants to go, it's not because that United are not really doing great to signing in players, because he would have again and approached Arnold and told him, please, if you don't bring such and such a player, I'm leaving. That's what he would have done at first. Right now, he wants to leave because he wants to play Champions League football. I've always told you Ronaldo is the all-time goal scorer of the UEFA Champions League at 146 goals, 16 goals ahead of Messi. Messi has 125. He believes that PSG have really gotten in another coach. They're rebuilding their project, and Messi can really have another good season for himself, and he can even level and go past him. So Ronaldo is very anxious to go and play the Champions League and score those goals in there for you. But it's being linked to Chelsea, Bayern Munich, and very many other teams in there for you. But Tuchel, the replay really had to go on and really tell us while he was in America, when they asked him about Ronaldo joining a side which goes by the names of Chelsea, sent to me a notification that Chelsea are in for this guy. They are in for him. They are in for him. That's what I really got to know in there for you. But Fabrizio is saying Erik ten Hag is waiting to have another talk with Ronaldo. But remember, even when Ronaldo was really telling United, he never really passed with the manager. He just sent him an agent to talk to Manchester United, and Ronaldo is nowhere to be seen. And they're saying, it's alleged that He's having family issues, and United are really not sure of when he's going to return at a side which goes by the names of Carrington to train with United, and he's not expected to be part of United throughout this tour in there for you. Lastly, from Le Parisien in there for you, they are telling us today that Ronaldo Cristiano has offered himself to PSG, but Paris Saint-Germain has no place for him for the moment. Embarrassment after embarrassment. The agent offered him to Bayern Munich. Bayern said, "You're a very good player, world class, but we have no place for you in our team." Chelsea is the only team willing to really sign Ronaldo. So I'm asking myself, why would a player like Ronaldo really go and embarrass himself to this level? We as United fans can't really come out and depress him again as we used to really sue alongside him whenever he scores in there for you, because you've shown us you don't want to be here. And we are the only option left, if at all you really have no team to go to and play, because you have a contract with Manchester United. So this is really very shaming. I will believe that what happened to Paul Pogba might happen to Ronaldo again. Fans might go ahead and boo him. The more he really spends without making a decision, and news leaking out that he's offering himself to other teams, yet United is here, that means you don't love us. You don't love us. What happened to the love you had to us when you're coming in from Juventus? You get? 100% believe it's really going to go and backfire to Ronaldo, unless otherwise he really finds a team to go to. You get? So we are waiting to see what the fans are really going to go on and take it. Paul Pogba was bought by fans because his late agent, Mino Raiola, offered him to Man City because he was going to be a free agent in the summer. Now Ronaldo is trading himself everywhere as if he does not have a club. This confirms to me that, and my earlier words that I really told you about Ronaldo wants to play Champions League football, and United is not in Champions League football. That's it. Ronaldo knows that if at all he's at United, he can go ahead and play UEFA Europa League and win it, and then go ahead to play the Champions League the next year. He doesn't want to miss out on this season. He's just left with like 4 years on his career in top tier football. And in those years, he doesn't want to miss out on playing Champions League, because for the recent 19 years, he has been playing the Champions League year in, year out. He wants to play Champions League football. That's why Ronaldo is doing like that. So guys, feel free to tell me what you think about Ronaldo offering himself to PSG, and PSG have really snubbed him. You get? I will believe that he's embarrassing himself. I think it's better for him to come out and really concentrate on where he is, because the moment they let out that news that he wants to go out, he would have already gotten a team to go to, of which I know Chelsea is the team that wants to sign him. But is there anything that's really happened in between them and Chelsea to block this move in there for you? Because as things stand, he wouldn't have been offering himself to PSG. So let's wait and see how these things transpire in there for you. Good night, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That's what I had for you. Tell me what you think about De Jong and Martinez boost to Manchester United, and Ronaldo Cristiano offering himself to PSG and being snubbed in there for you. Good night, guys. Your reactions are welcome in the comment section below. Like this video, subscribe please, and let's see this channel grow to the level of where we are supposed to be, because in Africa we have very many United fans all over Africa. Let's be that fan channel that is being led by Africans either for you, and let's spread our one voice that we have from this channel and spread it all over the world. I'm out. Good night.